My name is Arham, and this story is about a moment that taught me the real meaning of honesty, friendship, and the values that parents give to their children. Since my childhood, my parents always taught me that a person's character is more important than anything else. They always said, you may lose money, you may lose opportunities, and you may lose people, but never lose your honesty. I grew up in a family where telling the truth was considered a responsibility. My parents never forced me to be perfect, but they always wanted me to be a person with good manners and strong values. My father often told me, a lie may save you for a few minutes, but the truth protects your respect for a lifetime. These words stayed in my mind as I grew older. I had a friend whom I trusted. We spent a lot of time together. We talked about our problems, shared our happiness, and helped each other whenever possible. I believed that a good friend should support you in difficult times. One day my friend called me and asked me to meet him somewhere. His voice sounded normal, so I did not think there was anything unusual. I went there thinking we would just talk. When I reached the place, I saw my friend and his mother there at first. I thought maybe there was some family matter or something important they wanted to discuss. After a few minutes, my friend looked at me and said, Arham, I need your help. I replied, of course, tell me what happened. Then he explained the real reason he called me. He said, I need you to say something for me. I need you to lie so that my problem can be solved. For a moment I became silent. I could not believe what I was hearing. I was expecting him to ask me for normal help, but he was asking me to do something against everything my parents had taught me. I looked at him and said, you called me here just for this? He said, yes, it is not a big thing. Everyone tells small lies sometimes. I felt disappointed, not because he needed help, but because he wanted me to damage my own values for him. I looked at his mother and realized that she already knew about this plan. She knew why her son had called me. I respectfully said, Auntie, I am sorry, but I cannot do this. My friend asked, why not you are my friend? I replied, being your friend does not mean I should do something wrong. My parents taught me that honesty is more important than any friendship. He tried to convince me. He said, Arham, it is just one lie. Nobody will know. I answered, maybe nobody else will know, but I will know, and I have to live with my own decision. The room became quiet. I continued, my parents trusted me with their teachings. I cannot break that trust. I respect them and I respect myself. His mother listened carefully. I told her, Auntie, my parents always told me that a person is judged by his actions. I cannot become part of something that is wrong. After saying this, I stood up and decided to leave. My friend looked upset. He thought, I would choose his request over my principles. But my decision was already made. As I walked back home, many thoughts were going through my mind. I was sad because someone I trusted had put me in that situation. Friendship is supposed to make a person better not push them toward wrong choices. At the same time, I felt peaceful because I knew I had protected the values my parents gave me. When I reached home, I noticed my parents already knew what had happened. My father looked at me and asked, Arham, did your friend call you to make you lie for him? I was surprised and asked, how did you know? My mother said, we heard about it. I calmly replied, yes, it is true. He asked me to lie, but I refused. My parents looked at me. For a moment, nobody spoke. Then my father smiled and said, today you made us proud. I asked, because I refused my friend. He said, no, because you respected the truth. My mother added, a person's real test comes when doing the wrong thing seems easy. You chose the difficult but correct path. Their words touched my heart. Then my parents told me something important. My father said, Arham, friendships are important, but not every person deserves a place in your life. A friend who pushes you away from your values is not helping you. My mother said, we do not want you to keep a relationship that can damage the good character you have built. I understood what they meant. That day, I realized that friendship is not just about spending time together. A true friend respects your boundaries, your beliefs, and your future. I decided to distance myself from that friend. It was not an easy decision. I remembered the good moments we had shared. But I also remembered the moment when he asked me to betray my own principles. Days passed and I focused on my life. Later, I heard that my former friend faced the consequences of his own choices. The lie he wanted to create did not solve his problems. That made me realize something even more. A lie may look like an easy escape, but it usually creates bigger problems. I never hated my friend. I only learned that not everyone who walks beside you is meant to continue the journey with you. My parents' teachings became stronger in my heart. I learned that respect is not gained by making everyone happy. Respect is gained by standing for what is right even when it is difficult. Today, whenever I face a difficult situation, I remember that day. I remember the room where I had to choose between friendship and honesty, and I always remember the choice I made. I chose truth, because a person who protects his character protects the most valuable thing he has.